Hi, I'm David Cavallino. I'm going to be walking you through this documentary. A group of friends and I were interested in having a spontaneous day of adventures. So, we did what any sane person would do, and we went to New York, Monticello's very own Sullivan County, to make a movie on small businesses. The first location our spontaneous adventure took us to was Monticello's very own Holiday Mountain. It's a mountain devoted to skiing, snowboarding, and lots of fun, and it's owned by a small local business. Jeff, how does it feel to be a fifth grader at the ski slope?
Oh, it's great. I can take the ski school time.
In the interview, you are a ski slope worker here. We are taking you for the journey. You are coming on the journey with us.
Okay.
How does it feel to be on this spontaneous journey?
It feels amazing. It's very liberating. It's,
Jenna,
yes.
I cut you off, Jenna.
Oh, it's exhilarating.
Jenna. Jacqueline?
Yeah, I've been coming here since the first grade.
Since the first grade.
Yes.
You're a professional, right? I heard.
Oh yeah.
Right here, the legend, Jenna.
It's me.
But we wanted to hear from an
I
employee.
need to ask you, how does it feel to be working here at the ski slope? We heard a lot of good reviews about it.
Yeah, it's nice here. I only started working here yesterday.
Oh,
so
okay,
I
alright.
haven't been here too long, but it's
Okay.
not bad.
Alright, great. Thank you for your service.
No problem.
Hello everyone, today I'm here with District 9 Legislator Alan Sorensen, and we're prepared to ask him a few questions about his job and his daily life duties. Hello Alan, how are you doing today?
All right, Vincent. I'm glad you guys were able to come down and see me today.
It's a pleasure, Alan. The first question I have for you today is, what do you like so much about Sullivan County?
I really love the quality of life. Every day I wake up, fresh air, sunny skies, beautiful surroundings. I couldn't ask for more. The people are wonderful, so are the animals. We have some wild squirrels in the backyard and a few possums too.
Can't get enough of those possums, can we? Yeah! How long have you been working here in Sullivan County?
I've been here for over 20 years, and I've enjoyed every minute of it.
What would you say your favorite thing is about Sullivan County?
It's definitely the bagel bakery. You can't beat that soft bagel.
Ooh, soft bagels.
Let's go check that out. So then our spontaneous adventure in Monticello took us to our first small business and the inventors of the bagel press, Monticello's very own bagel bakery.
We are here now at Bagel Place with bagel women, interviewing bagel men.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We are now in front of hot bagels with hot women. These devices ready. But are you ready?
Oh yes, we were. The bagels were excellent. One thing that really shocked us was how they were so community-based and they really cared about the customer.
Hello everyone. We are here in Bagel Bakery eating no bagels, but we are looking for bagels. I'm sitting down with Jenna, an avid customer here in the Bagel Bakery. She comes here every day, 3 times a day, to get her favorite meal here. It's like an everything bagel with peanut butter, and she's gonna tell us why she gets this bagel when she comes here. Jenna, you look, I don't know, you don't look yourself today. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, okay, that's good to hear, Jenna. How's your bagel doing today?
My bagel's doing very well. I just ordered it. It's fresh out the toaster.
That's what we came here today. Let's not lie. We didn't come for Jenna. We came for the bagel.
Let's go, Jenna.
You know, honestly, Jenna, I'm sorry. Let's take the bagel here. Let's test the bagel. How are you doing today?
Thank you for your money. We go take the bagels, yes.
No comment. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
The bagel had no words. However, a worker at the bakery, Marvin, did.
My name is Marvin Deadgood. I was born and raised in Monticello. I'm supposed to be in the camp. I was born and raised in Monticello. I've been at the Bagel Bakery over 20 years, on and off though.
All right. What would you say your favorite thing is about this bagel place and working here?
Probably the customers. We get a lot of customers, all types of different customers, but we also get a lot of, regular customers throughout the year. So You become close with a lot of people.
Do you have a lot of people that come here on the daily, day in, day out?
Yeah, a lot of customers every day. We always see a lot of people that's it's routine that they hear all the time.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Your name's Marvin, right?
Yes.
Vincent.
Listen,
Thank you,
I-
Marvin.
Shout out to Monticello Bagel Factory. Thank you for having us. Your company was very warm and welcomed, and the bagels were excellent.
I like this. This is great driving music.
As we jammed down in the car and finished up our bagels, we decided to visit another local small town business, the Forestburg General, an everything you need type of shop.
We're here right now in
Forestburg General.
the Forestburg General, and I'm here with one of the workers. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Tyler Yeagle.
Tyler Yeagle.
Yes.
Tyler Yeagle. Tyler.
Tyler.
Would you mind if you could tell us about how long you've worked here and what your favorite experience of working here is at the Forestburg General?
Well, actually, I own Forestburg General.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I started here. We opened up in Memorial Day weekend, and we took over the place in March
It only happened.
of last year, and it's our first 7 months now. We've been open, and yeah, 7 months so far.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Thank you.
What would you say your favorite thing is working here?
Probably the people. I mean, I get to meet a lot of people. Forestburg's not a very big place, but everyone comes here because it's the only place in town. So it's nice to see everybody and see them grow and change, and new people move in and people move out, and it's kind of fun. So definitely people.
Okay. What have you learned as a business owner, and what would you, if you could give any advice to anyone, what would you say?
I've learned that it's difficult. It's not easy, but it's not too bad if you try. It's a lot of work, but as long as you're willing to put that work in and put in long hours and not really get paid and you know, all of that, it kind of works. You know, you can put everything together and make sandwiches and coffees and employ people and make a place that everyone can come to. But,
Well, thank you, Tyler.
yeah,
Thank you for your time.
you're welcome.
A shout out to Tyler and his small town shop. The atmosphere was very warm and welcoming. They had everything from buying clothes to sitting down with a cup of coffee, entertained by an amazing puzzle.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you live in it. Also, I saw you were in Tennessee. Were you with Caitlin?
Yeah, I went for 5
You
days.
flew down?
Yeah.
Other job. It's like we're going to Wisconsin in March, and then I might be going. I'm here with Ruby Bass, Rock Hill homeowner. How are you doing, Ruby?
I'm doing well, thank you, and I'm so happy to see all of Rebecca's friends and family today.
Beautiful. Okay, I just have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Just introduce yourself, introduce how long you've lived here in Rock Hill and Sullivan County, and introduce what you do here.
Well, I've been living in Sullivan County since Rebecca's a baby, and we came here through Howie's family, who's lived in Emerald Green, and we've been here 19 years. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long.
3 words to describe the people up here. The natives, the native yokels.
Locals.
Yes, not locals, yokels. That's purpose. 3 words. I can give you some time to think. In the meantime, we're gonna shift our focus over here to two amazing other citizens of Rock Hill County. Rock Hill in Sullivan County, my bad. We got Jenna and we have Jacqueline. Introduce yourself, introduce who you are, what you guys do, and what you like about Sullivan County. We'll start with Jenna.
Hi, I'm Jenna Hogue. I live in Forestburg, New York, which is about 20 minutes south of Rock Hill, and it's very small, tight-knit, not like this place at all.
Of the yokels here, but let's get the biggest in my opinion, the biggest and the best. Introduce yourself to the camera, who you are, what you do, and a little bit about Sullivan County.
Well, as you know, my name is Howard Quigley Bass, and I live here in Sullivan County.
Just tell everyone what about Sullivan County that you enjoy.
I like the nature and being outside in the fresh air, and not having to listen to fire engines and people screaming in the street at night, like in New York. And it was a very good place to raise my daughter.
That's beautiful.
That's very beautiful, very poetic, Howard. Thank you so much. Alright, so we're back here with Ruby Bass. Now Ruby, tell us, what would you, if you were to describe the people of Sullivan County, how would you describe them in one word?
I would describe the people as community-minded and kind of small town, and I don't consider myself small town because I'm from the city and Brooklyn, so it's taken a while to adjust to that, but I would definitely describe them as community-minded.
Thank you, that's a really interesting comment. Now let's shift our focus over here and see what the ladies, Jenna and Jacqueline, have to say. One word to describe the people of Sullivan County.
One word would be fun. Definitely fun people here.
If I could describe Sullivan County in one word, well, I like what she said. I'm just gonna elaborate on what Ruby said. Because Sullivan County is such a small area, and that's what I've been realizing as I grow up, is that we have so many small local businesses that we need to support, because we don't realize that we have those Rite Aid and Walmart, and yeah, it's cheaper prices, but these people that have the small business, they need our money and they need our help because that's how they're gonna survive, and we need to support them. We have the Crispy Apple located in Rock Hill, we have the Bagel Bakery and the Forestburg Country Store, and all these places are owned by amazing people who have a mission to help our people and make us more community.
And community-minded is the whole fundamental principle of this documentary.
So now the interviewer will become the interviewee, and I will now say a few words on Sullivan County. I was not raised here in Sullivan County, though I've spent a lot of my time, a lot of my summers here with Jacqueline, with Ruby, with Jenna, with Howie, with Rebecca. Okay, so I've been here, I've spent much time up here, many summers, and like kind of jumping on what Ruby and Jacqueline said, the people here are very community-minded people. They're very focused on being together. There's not a lot of people like you would have in New York City, so it means a lot to be together with the people that you care about. And that's why, like they had said, supporting the businesses is very important. So despite all these different people from all these different backgrounds, everyone here kind of comes together and has a nice time. And that's why you guys should support our local businesses, because you want to have nice times and they want to have nice times. So go out. I'm here with Sullivan County's most famed couple, the Sorensens. And first I'd like to introduce Jane Sorensen, a woman of many talents. And only Jane Sorensen. Jane Sorensen, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about your experiences in Sullivan County, how long you've lived here, and what are some of the things you like about it?
Okay. The first time I ever heard about Sullivan County is back when my brother Gary and my sister Carol came up to Sullivan County with my mom. My mom loved the Concord, so she took only 2 out of her 6 kids to Sullivan County, and they ended up going to the one and only famous Concord. So that was the first time I heard about Sullivan County, but then I would say back in my mid-20s when I was ready to go off to college at Oneonta State University, I stopped in Sullivan County. Didn't know I was in Sullivan County, and we stopped as a group. We were about 15 friends from Brooklyn, and we got out of the car and we danced around the car at Lake Louise Marie, exit 110. I know it sounds crazy, but this actually happened. Little did I know that some 8 years later, I was going to meet this most amazing man, Alan Sorensen, and we would move to Sullivan County. So I just had to share that that's how I learned about Sullivan County, but we've been living here about 20 years now. And I'm going to pass it over to Alan so he can tell us a little bit about why we're here in Sullivan County. Here we go.
Sullivan County is more than a place, it's a state of mind. I think from the very
I'm gonna quote you on that,
earliest
right?
memory-
I'm gonna quote you on that at the
Oh,
end.
yeah, sure. As an infant, I had a very sense of this place in a distant land. I didn't know where it was, but I knew it was a magical place. And then one day, while traveling with my grandfather, we came through Sullivan County, and I was like, that's it. That's the place. There it was, a magical land, full of mountains, rivers, streams. Years later, I was asked, Al, would you like to be the county's planning commissioner? And I said, oh my God, sure. Place needed a lot of work, but I was up to the challenge. 21 years later, living in Sullivan County, it's been a great experience. I love running through the mountains, local business establishments, just genuine people. It's a good style of life.
Small, I talk about the small businesses and talk about how important they are.
Tell us about the small businesses and how important they are to Sullivan County.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of Sullivan County. One of my favorite small businesses, Steve's Music Store. If you need guitar picks, strings, guitar, he's got it. Guy's got everything in that store. Plus, I'll sit down and chat with you and teach you a few guitar riffs, and it's all good. And I'd love to go out to Dutch's and play Monday nights, or go to D. Filippi's on a Sunday and play some music with some of the local musicians. It's a really great sense of community here.
And Jane, what is your comment on small businesses?
Well, small businesses are the heart of Sullivan County. Without those small businesses, all these big boxes like Walmart, Kmart, they would take over Sullivan County and they would ruin the charm and the ambiance of what Sullivan County is about. The people in Sullivan County are very friendly and outgoing, and they really care about the community. And I have to say that if it wasn't for Alan Sorensen, I would not be here in Sullivan County. So I have to thank Alan Sorensen for bringing me here, because this is the place where we raise our family, and we even brought our nephews here to Sullivan County for the summers. So it's been a great experience. Al, do you have anything you want to share?
Yeah, I think we just added that part about Walmart. Our son Chris works at Walmart. I'm very proud of him.
Oh, I don't think it's bad that he's
No, no,
at Walmart,
yeah.
but I'm just saying
We
that
need
the
a-
small
yeah.
businesses is where we need to be.
Yes, we need.
Hey, that even though I'm from Brooklyn,
I'm sorry.
the city mouse met the country mouse in Morris, New York, in Oneonta, upstate New York. I still have the Brooklyn in me, but I love being in the country. I would not trade that for anything.
Alright, we're good.
Alright,
Oh.
Final question, ready? So final thoughts, this is for everyone, including you Nugs over there on the couch. What is everyone's thoughts on Walmart? We're gonna start with you, Aunt Jane.
I think it's important to have Walmart because you do need to get discounted rates, especially for people that can't afford the high-end cost. So there's nothing wrong with Walmart, but we do have to keep the small businesses, and we have to keep on buying stuff so that the small businesses don't dissipate and leave the county.
Oh, that question's thrown to me.
Yes, everyone.
Threw the question to me.
Yes, I'm throwing it right at you.
There's the question.
My view on Walmart has actually evolved over the years. The reality is it provides an important service in many communities in terms of employment opportunities as well as low-cost prices for goods and services. So the snobs of the world may not like to go there, but it does serve a certain purpose in the community. And I think for the small businesses, they need to be unique have exceptional customer service and quality products, and they can compete and create a niche in their own market. That is the key. I think they can coexist. I think it's proven that they have coexisted, and but I do like the small mom and pop unique shops. That's my favorite experience. But if there's something that I need in terms of home improvements or something that I need to pick up at Walmart, it's nice to know that it's there pretty much 24/7 and I can go pick it up.
Jacqueline, any words on Walmart?
From all the people I know in Sullivan County, Walmart has offered a lot of jobs for them, so I do like Walmart and I think it's a great company in Sullivan County. However, I do think it's important to support the local small businesses, but just to elaborate on what he said, it is a good place to go get cheap things, and we are supporting the people in Sullivan County even going there because a lot of people have a hard time getting jobs here. There's not a lot of job opportunity, and we gotta keep on giving jobs to these people. So that's all I have to say.
So after our conversation with the District 9 legislator Alan Sorensen and his family, we decided to take his word for it and visit Steve's Music Center.
Standing in front of Steve's music store. Let's get inside before I freeze my nipples off.
Yeah!
We're here.
Hello. We're here at Steve's Music Center with Steve himself. Show Steve. Okay, I'm just gonna ask Steve a few questions about Sullivan County and his store here. So Steve, tell us about your store, tell us how long you've had it here, and tell us some of the things that you like about the people here that come in customers.
I've been here since November of 2001. Doesn't get any more small business than this. I'm sole proprietor. I clean the place. Yeah, I don't clean the place. That's a joke. But I do everything: customer service, sales, some repair work. It's kind of it runs the gamut. I answer the phone when you call, and if I'm not the one answering the phone, then call 911. Basically got into this quite by accident. I was always a music fan. Always played guitar. Played guitar since I was about 15, and graduated from college with absolutely no direction whatsoever. And so, really, I mean, talking about myself is not one of my favorite things. But since you asked, what do I like most about it? I mean, it's always the day is always different. You never know who's going to walk through the door. You never know who you're going to get an email from or a message, or probably there's so many ways to get a hold of me now. It's kind of frightening. So you never know what the day is going to bring. You're not sure who you're going to be dealing with, whether it's an amateur or a professional or somebody in between. It could be for any of a number of reasons. Sometimes it's just for advice. Sometimes it's to find out what to purchase and where to purchase, and it's not always from me, but I try and give the best advice I can. And hit me with some more questions, because
Okay. Question I have for you, Steve, is how would you characterize the interactions you have with the people here at Sullivan County?
One of the things I like about Sullivan County is its diversity. You deal with such a cross section of the population. It's kind of mind-boggling. This is not typical Middle America. It's kind of like a condensed city with the amount of people and types of people that you deal with. So it could be anywhere from an 8-year-old trying to find a cool pick, to an 85-year-old looking for a set of strings that make it a little easier for them to play the guitar because they have bad arthritis at this point. I deal with a religious population, and by that, it could be somebody in a church, could be somebody from a synagogue, somebody from an ashram. It's the sky's the limit as far as who might walk through the door at any given moment. Is that good enough?
I have one more. Can you tell us one of your favorite experiences as a store owner here? Like something that you really enjoy, like a fond memory that you have being here.
It's an open-ended question.
Well, that is an open-ended question.
Yeah.
You know, rather than give a specific answer to that, because I have a lot of fond memories, but I always enjoy seeing somebody who I kind of started off on their playing path. And in some cases that leads to a playing career, and in some cases that leads to a successful playing career. Not that I can name names off the top of my head, but every once in a while you get surprised by somebody who used to spend the summers up here, or went to school up here or whatever, and have gone on to bigger and better things, or at least bigger things, and they come back and sometimes they say, this is where it started. So to have somebody who you didn't turn off from playing music for whatever reason, because there's so many reasons to get turned off from it, they took it and ran with it. And also you get that, since there's so much internet involvement going on, internet sales, it's nice to get an email from somebody who's actually happy with their purchase on all levels. What they got, how quickly they got it, the information that you gave them, that they in turn bought what you recommended and were happy with it. It just is not, you think it was something that happens every day, but it's kind of rare. There's always like something out there that people can find fault with these days. So when they're just happy all around, that's a fond memory.
Thank you.
After our wonderful chat with Steve, we were all eager to hear and see his outstanding ability on the guitar. That's it. Try it again.
All right, take 5.
Yeah.
Are you ready? You ready?
This film was started as something funny, but I believe it truly evolved into something much more meaningful. I believe that we can all learn something from this documentary, that a community is not a group of people with lots of similarities, but a group of people that can unite themselves through their differences. Even though my experiences in Sullivan County have been few, the locals' welcoming charm have made it feel like a lifetime. I have learned from the workers and the business owners that there's a lot more that goes behind the scenes in running a business. And I've also learned that big box stores aren't so bad, but we need to still support small businesses because their future and their children and their lives depend on it. I have truly been inspired by these small businesses. So every chance I get to buy goods at these small businesses and more around the country, I will take the opportunity to. Despite your reason for coming to Monticello's very own Sullivan County, if it's to escape the city life or just to take in the beautiful scenery, please come to these local businesses and support them. And I can surely tell you that they will welcome you in to their beautiful community and make you feel like you're one of their own. And I have 2 quotes to leave you with. The first comes from Alan Sorensen, the legislator. Sullivan County is not just a place, it's a state of mind. And the second is from Steve, owner of Steve's Music Center. Stop wishing and start playing. So I encourage everyone today to do what inspires them and find new things that will inspire you, like these brave young men and women, workers and business owners. Thank you for watching.
All right.